I'm Chris, and this is
Miana.
And today we're wanting to review a couple of our new toys. This right here was our first one that we ever got. This is the Ego 1100 pass-through. See the top right there, it's like most Egos. The bottom of this one's pretty cool. It actually unscrews, shows the USB, and you can plug this into your computer or into any USB wall charger. I would use the one that comes with your Ego. Me, I don't plug it into computers because, I mean, I've heard of these batteries blowing up. I've never seen it, but don't want to see it either. This thing works pretty good. Normally, if it's fully charged, I'd say it lasts about maybe 2 days, or about roughly 3 milliliters of liquid. As you can see, we probably don't vape too much. I like this thing, personally. When it's fully charged, it does about 4 volts. And then other than that, it's somewhere between 3.2, 3.8 until it gets really low. And then, you know, once you start not getting any vapor, in no time it's dead. So you usually, throughout the entire life of it, you get pretty good vape hits. It ain't like halfway through it starts lagging on you. So I like this battery. I have another battery. It's the Ego Etched. I believe it's right here. This is the Ego Etched battery. It is not a pass-through. So of course you can't vape on this one while charging it. And the difference between this one and that one is, once you get about halfway dead, you notice the difference. But that first half, I think it gives actually about 4.2 volts. It actually gives more power for that first half than it does for this one. But that second half is like barely anything. I'll show you how good it works. I mean, it ain't bad. It takes about 6 clicks to click it on. I'll just show this thing on here. This is my favorite one, obviously. You see me vaping this all the time. This is Mad Grapes from Mad Vapes. As you can see, the battery does work, but I mean, like, about halfway through the day, or maybe, you know, about night time, it starts lagging. So, you know, the 650 is a small battery, so it don't last long, but I mean, as a backup, this is what I keep with me. And what she's wanting to review today with this, because this is her battery, she is wanting to review the bauway 510 CE4 clearomizer. And this is what it looks like. You probably heard a lot about the CE4s by now if you've been out there. It's like the best clearomizer for newbies. If you're just beginning, you want to go for a CE4. The thing about CE4s is, between brands and even, you know, within a brand, you know, within the bauways or the stands, or it goes on and on and on and on. You'll find 2 or 3 out of every 5 or 10 ain't gonna work. Some will work better than others. Some just don't work worth a shit, you know, and that's just what you gotta end up having to deal with. Honestly, it's not just with clearomizers. It's really with anything in the vaping world. This works, or this is the exact same thing, and it don't work. So much of it's user error, and so much of it's not. You just don't go and spend all of your money on one thing. You do that, and you're going to notice, well, I like this thing, but now I don't. But for a top wicking, and that's what that is, you can see it comes out of the top, I think these work really good. A lot of them, I won't even let get below a third because I'll start having dry hit issues, even if I'm not using a high VG. But with this one, I get it all the way down to there, and it vapes just perfectly. And she's vaping pretty much a pure VG, and she is yet to have a dry hit. One of the coolest things about these is all the other CE4s, you have to get a special adapter to be able to put a drip tip on them. And them are just about impossible to find. And other than that, you know, they don't have drip tips. These, they come with this, your own drip tip comes with it. This is from Mountain Oak Vapors, of course. You can see the link on my Tumblr page. And then, here's a couple others we got where we put drip tips on them. This is the Cobra head. And it's like a Jolly Rancher that's in it. And then you got a watermelon, which has got my gold skull drip tip on. I've been seeing them all over the place online. I love these skull drip tips, and I'll definitely reblog every picture of these I see. And then this is the one that Mimi never leaves the house without.
Nope. That was my very favorite.
So tell me what you think about it.
Well, I enjoy it. I like the vapor production. I love this purple drip tip. It's amazing, and it makes me very happy. It's my favorite color. And it does very, very well. Just screw that on there. Turn it on. 5 clicks. And like I said, my favorite thing to vape is Great Medley from Mountain of Vapors, sorry. And I like it. I think that it does well. We don't let it get too far down, of course, because of the wicking issue. I mean, we haven't really had it, of course, but because, you know, we don't let it get too far down. And I really enjoy it. I like the battery. It does very well.
The watermelon always chips me up a bit.
And overall, I like the bauways. I think they're great. We give it 7 out of 10.
Oh yeah, and I forgot to even say that. We give this battery a 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
We give it some room to improve. I almost gave it a higher rating, but, you know, I haven't gotten into mods yet, so I just don't know anything there. But it's going to probably be a while before we do, because I just don't see myself spending $70 or $100 on a mod.
Not at the moment.
I'm not ready to do a review on this yet, but you see me vaping from it all the time. The Ego Mega, the V2. Now, mods may be better than this. They definitely look bigger. But this is a 1200. It lasts me for normally like about a day or two. I vape on high voltages though, so it usually goes by pretty fast. And I vape all the time. But it goes from 3 to 6. It's pretty easy to turn up and turn down. And you can hold this for about 10 seconds. They say 3, but about 10 seconds. And it locks it. So, I mean, I like this thing right here. But I'm going to review it later. I ain't ready yet. I like to wait a whole month to see if things work. A whole month before I give them the rating. So the other things we wanted to review today, other than the etched battery, which I showed you, and I give this a 5 out of 10 because it works pretty well. But I mean, I paid the same price for this as I did for this. So that's a 5 out of 10 right there. What I want to review next, and I would love to do a rebuildable video on this, but I've yet to find any of the rebuildable parts for it. This is the Victory Vision by... No, this is the Vision Victory by Vision. They're pretty excellent, I have to say, but, you know, when I bought this, I got this from Trey Law as well. He had tons of rebuildable stuff for it. I was a noob then. I didn't get none. Went back the following Sunday. He was sold out, and I've been looking online. Sold out ever since. Somebody out there's probably found some. But man, I would love to find some more rebuildable stuff for this tank, because this right here is definitely my favorite tank. I mean, for one, look at that.
It looks cool.
that right there is hot.
Yeah, it really is.
I've had this for over a month, and you wouldn't know it. I got coffee and cream from Mountain Oak Vapors in it right now. Incredibly interesting flavor. If you're into coffee, you need to try that out. It's good. And I can't quite put the finger on what that flavor is, but it's good. And up last, and let me go ahead and give you a close view of this tank right here. This thing holds 5 whole milliliters of liquid, which is a ton. I normally don't have to refill this thing for about 2 or 3 days. But let me hold that. I don't know if you got that. This one. Now, there's videos online, if you look around, and there's videos and notes and everything else that makes these things better. People have made these work. I am not so patient. I'm not going to sit in here and mess with this plastic tip and make it work. So I'm not going to do that. But now other people have made these work better. I can't stand these. I feel like it works for a day, and then my vapor's gone.
Yeah, we've had a little kind of trouble with that one.
God, and it tastes horrible every time. And I mean, every time. I don't know what it is about this thing.
Shoot, it made it smell too.
But you know, I saved this. I would have already thrown it away, to be honest with you. But I saved it for this video, so I can tell you, I give this a 1 out of 10 rating. Because I'm not going to ever give anything a 0 unless literally it comes and it's just a tip. And the tank's missing. But this thing sucks. I thought these were going to be great because they have 1,000 different colors in these, and I was going to use it so I could tell which flavor I was doing. Not a good idea. It's best just to have a good memory and figure out what you're doing, because these suck. I mean, maybe you want to take the work to make it work a little bit better, but for the money and what you're going to pay for one of these, you can get 2 that work better than this with a whole lot less maintenance. Now, of course, it's still true. Different things work better. And, you know, but this one isn't a bad one. This one works absolutely fine. It's just, I don't like it. Now, again, me not liking it means that you might love it. But you might not. If you're a person who says that a lot of things are too airy and you don't like how much air is coming through, this is for you. And that's pretty much about it for today. Now, next time, we're going to want to review the Mega Twix, the Stam C4 clearomizer, and I might do one of our Addies. I'm not sure yet. Well, you guys have a good one.